I'm definitely the best thing to happen to boxing in the last 5 years. What's Tyson Fury doing for boxing outside of his own career? The impact that I'm going to leave is far greater than any of those.
Welcome to a Boxing Insider special. Delighted to be joined by Jake Paul, the man who helped make this huge fight between Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. Just how pleased were you to get it over the line?
I'm so excited. I'm excited to be here in London. I'm excited for this fight. I'm excited for the press conference today. I'm excited for everything, man.
When it comes to Amanda Serrano, talk us through how that relationship started, why her story appealed to you so much.
We just hit it off since day one, and same with her coach as well, who's a dope guy. And they started telling me the stories about, like, yo, we were getting paid $5,000, $1,000. They said for a 10-round fight, and this is one of the greatest boxers ever, period, male or female. Won championships in 7 weight classes. Only person to do more than her is Manny Pacquiao. So it didn't make any sense to me that what she was getting paid, and we had a similar mindset, and she supported me when a lot of people in boxing were like, oh no, Jake Paul's bad and she's not good for the sport. She was always on my side. So when Nikisa and I were creating Most Valuable Promotions, we were like, hey, Amanda Serrano needs a lot of help, and she's a superstar. We just have to shine a flashlight onto her and give her that exposure, and that's exactly what we've done. It's been great.
You'll be aware of Bob Arum's comments last week about women's boxing. I guess when you look at the pre-sale ticket sales so far for this fight, it might have proven wrong slightly.
100%, and I said that. I said he's going to eat his words, and he should issue an apology, because what he said was not cool. It's misogynistic, and men like him are the reason why females, all across any vertical, are having trouble, progressing. And it's literally old men like him who have power, who continue to put their old barbaric ways onto the world that they live in, and it's terrible to see it.
I think fans in the UK were slightly disappointed to learn that you might not be back in action until August or September. Talk us through what's going on with your own boxing career.
I don't even know. I'm focused on this fight. I actually was thinking, Nikisa and I had the discussion, like, okay, when do you want to fight? I'm fully focused on the promotion behind Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor, April 30th, and I have no idea when or where, who I'm going to fight next.
Have you enjoyed it so far, the actual fighting as well as the promoting?
Yeah, 100%. I just love everything to do with boxing. I love the environment. I love getting to travel the world. Shout out to London. We're here in this beautiful place. It's pretty nice.
So, can you confirm that you will be back in the ring one day?
Yeah. I'm not retiring. I still have unfinished business. And Eddie Hearn just said I couldn't become a world champion, so... He said it to my face, bro. So now I have to.
What unfinished business do you have? What's on the bucket list now?
I mean, that was like my rookie season, right? Like, realistically, when you think about it, 2 years, like, just call that my rookie season. I think boxers should have, like, seasons. Like, I think it'd be cool to sort of, like, label boxers in their seasons. But now I'm moving into my year one, I guess, and there's a lot on the agenda, and there's still a lot of people out there who I need to silence and who are, saying that they could beat me.
Like who?
Man, I don't want to even list any names and give them that attention, because they'll post this and be like, "You're ducking me." You're like, "Nah, bro. I'm just chilling. I'm promoting fights right now. I'm being a promoter. I'm not. I think I proved that I'm not scared of anyone, and I'll fight anyone, to be honest." So.
Does Tommy Fury fit into season 2 for you?
We'll see. He needs to go fight on one of his brother's undercards and have a good performance, in my opinion. Or go fight Tyron. That's a fight everyone would watch. Tommy Fury versus Tyron Woodley. Let's make it happen. And then once you get another fight under your belt, hopefully it's a good performance, and then maybe we could revisit the conversation. But for now, I just don't care.
What do you make of those that say that you need to fight a real boxer to prove yourself?
I would say they're impatient and ignorant, and clearly I signed up to fight a real boxer, and he got scared or whatever, or broke his rib or whatever his excuse was. Who knows if it's real or not. So I wanted to fight a real boxer, and then the real boxer got scared. And I've only been doing this for 2 years, so just be a little bit more patient. I'm going to fight a real boxer, and I've said I'm going to become a world champion. But everyone just wants me to fight the best person in the world for my next fight. They don't understand. I'm going to continue to increase my level of opposition and fight harder and harder people. Otherwise, people wouldn't be interested. But again, that was just my rookie season, and now I'm moving into my first year.
And when do you think you'll be challenging for world honours? Is that something you see realistic as a realistic option, or is it something you really want?
Yeah, no, 100%. I just saw the world champion guy, IBF world champion at 175 fight. I forget his name. Tom, I don't know who I'm talking about. Thomas or Tom or something like that. And I was like, this guy is the world champion. This guy sucks. So it'll happen sooner than later, and people think I'm crazy or that I'm just chatting, if you will. But I'm very serious.
Well, someone who's very serious is Clarissa Shields. I spoke to her last week. She said, I want an apology, or she's going to spar you, and she said she'll beat you up. What do you make of that?
Who does she want an apology from?
From you.
Oh, that's hilarious. No, I have nothing bad to say about her. I'm here to help women's boxing, and us feuding doesn't help that. So
you spoke before, and we spoke, and you said that you're the best thing that's happened to boxing in the last 20 years. I think somewhere else you said that the best thing that's happened to boxing in a century.
Yeah, I said that to people off. I'm definitely the best thing to happen to boxing in the last 5 years for sure. At least a decade for sure. I mean, that is, you can't really argue that.
This promotional side and what you're trying to do for women's boxing, is that almost more important to you than what you're looking to achieve inside the ring?
Yeah, you will see me do more for boxing outside of the ring than inside of the ring. Inside of the ring, there's a ton of great fighters. There's a bunch of people can knock people out, blah, blah, blah. But no one's really doing anything outside the ring. Like, what's CANELO doing for boxing outside of the ring? Like, what superstar is he making? Is he helping women's boxing? Is he getting more kids involved? Is he bringing a new demographic? Is he bringing a new audience? The answer to all those questions are no, not really. Same with Anthony Joshua. Like, what's he doing for boxing outside of his own career? What's Tyson Fury doing for boxing outside of his own career? So the impact that I'm going to leave is far greater than any of those big names in boxing.
Spoke to Katie and Amanda this morning, and they spoke about their whole career. They've been striving to break down barriers when it comes to women's boxing. What more barriers do you think there are that need to be broken down? Or do you think with this fight, that is the last barrier?
This is a milestone, but I think with anything, you'll never run out of barriers. Even boxing in general has its barriers that still need to be knocked down. But for women's boxing, this is a massive milestone, and I think when they go out there and perform, and it's an electric night in Madison Square Garden, and a really good competitive fight, I think more and more people are going to be like, wow, women's boxing is amazing, and see what I see and what many other people see. But you just got to show them, knock down that barrier, and just keep on going.